Welcome back, SkyNews.com, Technology Unplugged. Now, how much thought needs to go into choosing a web address? Quite a lot, according to our next guest. He's just written a new book on how the most innocent and unassuming URLs can go horribly wrong once you come to type them in. Now, here's some examples. Once it's typed with no spaces, tourist site Choose Spain becomes choosespain.com. UST Inc.'s website becomes youstink.com. Local sports sites Go Red Foxes becomes goredfoxes.com. And a forum for people to swap skills, expertsexchange.com, becomes expertsexchange.com. You'll have to work out for yourself how websites for MP3s hits and IT scrap turned out. Don't think about it too long. Andy Gelman's here. He's author of Slurls. They called their website what? What was the first one you found, Andy, when you were researching this?
That's a very good question, actually. It may have been Pen Island. I'll probably leave that
that's all right.
for the viewers to figure out, which is an interesting one because it's actually a hoax. Someone set up a website called Pen Island purely so they could have a URL with a double meaning, and it's fooled people around the world ever since.
And are there literally... Well, obviously there are. You filled the book up with them, but once you started looking, there are plenty out there, aren't there?
Yeah, there's around 150 in the book. I run a website at slurls.com, and there's still people suggesting them on there, and they're still coming in. So people all over the world continue to make this mistake. It's amazing and shocking and very, very funny as well.
You've had to dig a few out yourself, I guess, but once you started the conversation, I bet people were suggesting ones they found, weren't they?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I've got them from most corners of the world, South Africa, Australia, even non-English speaking countries. When they have a website in English, I believe that's then fair game. If they get their URL wrong, I think it's okay to have a laugh.
I suppose we've all sort of spotted these over time, haven't you? Daniel, have you seen any?
None really that you could repeat, of course. You've done a very good job.
It's a little early in the evening, isn't it?
You've done a very good job of picking the family-friendly ones. But it's a genius idea for a book. There's no question about it. And it's a very good name to describe them as well. It's a good neologism.
You'd have thought people would be more careful, wouldn't you, really? I mean, it's a bit like naming your business or, you know, setting up the company name, Zoe.
People just don't seem to think when they're creating your URL. I mean, you've got a company name, make sure that it's appropriate in a URL. That's the first thing you should check.
But I imagine a lot of these are old businesses, maybe old high store companies or family businesses that run for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And of course, 20, 30 years ago, they didn't have a problem of the internet.
Because you could write it with the spaces and you had capital letters and everything else, but doesn't matter.
It's just those head
You're
in the
bursting
hand
to tell me.
No, I can't. Honestly,
right?
I can't. Having had a quick look at the book, I think it's hilarious. It is really hilarious, but definitely after watershed reading, I'd say.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. And I guess the work keeps going on, does it? I mean, you'll collect more and more as people
absolutely.
who read the book and see the site?
Absolutely. I'm not sure if the day will ever come when there could be a Slurls 2. So that would require, say, another 100. But they're still coming in, and if anybody out there knows of ones that aren't on the website or in the book, then please let me know. I'd be delighted to hear.
Anything that really, if you just write it out, you know, there is a double meaning once you've actually juxtaposed the two elements or two or three elements of the website. All right, I think we get the idea. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, Andy, very much for being with us today, and thank you to the panel as well.